Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Trinity Challenge. My name is Ben from Switchrpg.com, and yes, this is a challenge run of my own design. If you want to find the details about that, there'll be a link in the description. You can check that out. But as of... I'll just turn this volume down just a little bit. Previously, we completed Midgar for the moment. Lots of weird stuff went down. Sephiroth got in there somehow. Genova did some weird things, and now we are closing in on the town of Calm, the first little hub that you come to after you get out of Midgar. And if you are familiar with Final Fantasy VII, you know what's about to come. A lot of exposition. A lot of interesting exposition. A lot of backstory. Or backstory, I should say. Somebody's backstory, anyways. With that in mind, this particular episode is probably going to primarily be that. So if you're already familiar with this and you don't want a refresher for whatever reason, you don't want to hear my beautiful voice, you may want to just wait for episode 11 where we will pick up after Calm. But for now, let's go ahead and get started here. This must be Calm. Yo, I'll be waiting at the inn. Hurry and get your butt over there. Let's go, Cloud. I like how he says it as if, like, the inn is far away, yet he just turns around and goes in. Oh, come on, listen to me. Got anything interesting to say? And, a weirdly... structured deal right there. Thanks to Mako energy, life's pretty darn convenient, thanks to the Shinra. What do you think? Yeah, maybe. See, how would we get by without Mako energy? And you gotta admit, there are some quality of life features, but the question is it worth the expense of the planet energy? Mako's energy made things a lot more convenient, but a lot of plants and animals have been disappearing at a rapid pace. I think the old life was better. Don't you think so? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure I'm right. You think so, don't you? You say you came from Midgar? I used to live there too, but I heard they got a lot of troubles lately. Yeah, it's probably good you didn't live in there. And I see you you like to just keep your animals locked up. That's wonderful. It's even sad. Listen to it. See what he has to say for himself now. Doesn't even care. Poor dog. More stuff we can't use. Locked, can't open it. And again, this is a challenge run, if you're joining for the first time. And one of the biggest deals is you can't use items. Although you can sell them, so we'll definitely sell those ethers. Or ethers, however you want to say it. There's a suspicious-looking man in a black cloak. He was carrying a mean-looking sword. Interesting. I think this is... yeah. I always found this weird, and I want to say there is a lore reason for you to get this weapon here so early. But don't ask me to recount what that was. Really have no idea at this point. Older brother's so stupid. He's so embarrassing I could just puke. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a soldier. That's why I'm training hard now. I mean, dude's just doing laps in his house. You gotta give him props for that. Alright, what do we got? I hear that the natural resources near the reactors are being sucked dry. We're better off with the Mako energy. Heard President Shinra was killed, and his son Rufus, the new president, was badly hurt. Hey, I bet that's news to you. Pretty smart. Just between us, I heard it was them, what-do-you-call-ems, that got President Shinra and his son. Shinra's leading the world around by the nose, and you guys are just gonna sit back and take it? What's this guy doing in here? Seems there was this group called Avalanche running around, but I guess Soldier finally wiped them out. Me? I used to work in a mine down south called Mithril Mine, but a while back, monsters started appearing. After that, businesses went to pot, and now I spend the days here drinking. I heard terrorists bombed a Midgar reactor. There have been a lot of dangerous accidents recently. I hate it. I just hate it. Us too, buddy. Stay out of the kitchen. Oh. Right? What's this kid doing here? Oh, yeah, he's waiting on his alcoholic father. Old man was a miner, but he couldn't go to work after monsters started appearing in the Mithril mines. Now all he does is sit around getting drunk in the bar. Somebody help this kid. Come on. Is it true that Shinra makes monsters? Yeah, well, either way, as long as we use reactors, we can't stand up to them. What happens? I swear, these people have ethers just set aside everywhere. I got my health and enough to eat. All's well. It's one way to look at life. But hey, you can't ignore the big picture, especially when weird stuff's going down. Now, I do believe that as I open up the rules for this challenge, I want to say we'll be able to purchase a couple of new materia, and one especially that I'm excited about, the earth materia, which is one of few offensive magics that your tank role can use. There we go. I got that pulled up. And of course, with this challenge, another thing is you can only use up to a certain tier of weapon and armlet, which mithril armlet is one such thing. That's the highest we can go as far as defense goes, which is crazy. But we can use these weapons, I think, up until Cosmo Canyon. Do that. Go ahead and equip clouds. Right? And some more materia. So earth can be used by the tanks, so we're definitely getting one of those. Poison can be used by DPS, but we already have one. Can't use steel. Now heal magic. Oh wow, can actually be used by all 3 roles, which is probably good considering you can't use items or anything. It would definitely be more challenging if you just let the healer use it, but we'll go ahead and get 3 of those. I will go ahead and sell. We can't use accessories. We'll go ahead and get rid of those. No sense in keeping those, but it's going to give us big money, which is good. Go ahead and sell these ethers. Phoenix Downs. And of course, can't use sources either. Alright. Should be good on that. So I think I'll go ahead and stack a heal. Well, I should go ahead and use the restore and heal. That'll work. Now, interestingly enough, Earth Magic can only be used for the tank, so you can't use it on the DPS. And I think my reasoning behind that was kind of like, you know, in a lot of MMOs and whatnot, the tank class can, you know, get up close and personal and do like a ground stomp or something like that. So that was kind of the fantasy behind that decision, I believe. Alright, so here we go. Party is waiting for you on the 2nd floor. We get all the juicy news starting now. Yo, man, you're late. Sorry to keep you waiting. Guess everyone's here now. So let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis of the planet. Let's hear it all. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. Check out Tifa, like her body language right there. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he was older than me and hardly ever talked about himself. I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other until one day. One day? After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. Sure is raining hard. I'm just gonna do air squats right here. Oh, we'll do them in a second. Hey, how are you doing? I don't feel good. I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Everything okay? Hey. Stop, you're being annoying. Settle down. They gave me some new materia. I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. You going to brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? Joined Soldier to be like you, but by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. Why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? Thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures, then we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? Mako reactor at Nibelheim. That's how I always said it. That may or may not be. It's probably Nibelheim. Nibelheim. That's what we're gonna go with. That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sir, something strange just crashed into the truck. That would be our monster. I like how that guy turned in the driver's seat, turned all the way around, you know, in the vehicle. Now what did he just do? But he did like a complete 180 in his seat. This is, of course, where you see how big of a scrub Cloud is. Just owned right there. And Sephiroth is a total bad butt. It doesn't even need magic. Just kills a dragon in 2 hits. A freaking gigantic dragon. Dead. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. He is far stronger in reality than any stories you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. Then we reached Nibelheim. How does it feel? Your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... I don't know if he's laughing or coughing or what. What does it matter? Alright, let's go. Being on watch is so boring. Just sit tight. It's your job, right? I'll come and talk to you once in a while. Just stick with it. Keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble. Mako smells pretty bad here. Yo, wait a minute. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Genoa. That's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. Ow. Tifa, I was only... Okay, Cloud, continue. She's like, I want him to get this crap over with. Childhood friends reunite. I was really surprised with Tifa. Town was quiet. Everyone must be in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. No, maybe they're afraid of us. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Oh, and may visit with your family and friends. I'm so nervous. I'm excited. That's right, don't blow your chance to become a hero. I heard Sephiroth was coming, so I brought my camera. I want a shot of Sephiroth and a monster. Take my picture. I don't take pictures of nobodies. Dang. Welcome. Hey, aren't you... Have I been here before? I don't remember. Now you're pissing me off. This don't matter, so get on with it. Alright, Barrett. Shinra here to get rid of the monsters? Who are you? I'm Zangan. Travel around the world teaching children martial arts. Huh. I have 128 students all over the world. In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student. Did you say Tifa? Tifa has a good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. Huh. Right? Don't know why he needed to jump over me to explain that, but sure. What are you looking at? This scenery. I feel like I know this place. We're short one bed. Okay. I guess we do need to go somewhere. This is my house. It has nothing to do with what happened 5 years ago. Yo, wait, I want to hear. Me too, it's been a long time, right? Tell us more. Saw your family, right? I don't know if you call it a family. My father died when I was still young. That's why my mom lived alone in this house. Yeah, I saw my mom. My mom. She was a vibrant woman. Hadn't changed at all. But a few days later, she died. But when I saw her, she looked fine. Yes? Cloud? Welcome home, Cloud. Hi, Mom. Come, let me take a look at you. You look so handsome. But this is a soldier uniform. Oh my. My, how you've grown. I'll bet the girls never leave you alone. Not really. I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in this city. I'd feel a lot better if you just settled down with a nice girlfriend. I'm alright. You should have an older girlfriend, one that'll take care of you. I think that would be best for you. I think that's a subtle way of being like, hey, you can't take care of yourself, so have somebody else do it. Not interested. Are you eating right? I'm alright. The company takes care of me. Is that so? I know you can't cook. I've been worried sick about you. Cloud? You know, Cloud. Isn't that right, Cloud? I'll always be your mother. Let's stop this. I agree, that was kind of creepy. Cloud, did you go in my house? Yeah. Thought you might be home. Cloud, did you go in my room? Yeah. Gonna raid them drawers. Received orthopedic underwear. Just kidding, don't get mad. Talking about something really important here. I actually don't know if that affects the dating portion of the game or not. Either way, probably wasn't the best thing for us to do. Oh, you're with this Shinra? Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, it's you, Cloud. Didn't recognize you. Shinra? Shinra? Soldier? Salsa? Are you going to kill the monsters? Are you going to? Alright, run along, children. Don't have time for this. Think there's anything in here? Ugh. But I freaking love pre-rendered backgrounds. I mean, just look at that. I mean, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I just love them. Alright. Onwards to the hello person. You're from Shinra. That's right. Should have said who are you. Geez, big-headed young kid. Well, you asked the question, fool. This mansion. No, I'll come here later. Alright. So now we go back. Take a little rest. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I've heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out. Listen to me, Sephiroth. In case something happens, trust me. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Tifa? You're the guide? That's right. It so happens I'm the #1 guide in this town. It's too dangerous. I can't get you involved in this. There's no problem if you protect her. Let's go. He makes a good point. Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Cheese. Great, thank you. He's like, Sephiroth is so disinterested in that. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. Lovely. Mako reactor was built in Mount Nibel. Maybe it is Nibelheim. The cold mountain air of Mount Nibel was the same. I'll probably go back and forth with how I pronounce it. Maybe that'll make both parties happy. No matter how you use it. Look how Sephiroth's walking. Gets harder from here. Follow me. I always found it funny that Sephiroth's only level 50 here. But he's already, I mean, he's got master materia. Not that he really needs it. He's just a beast. Oh, I don't think I've ever fought anything on here. But he's just about to wreck them all. Dead. Such a cool scene. I mean, it looks super cheesy now, but that... pretty awesome. Really looking forward to that kind of stuff in the remake. Look how he's walking, though. He's got, like, what is it called? Invisible lat syndrome. Everyone seems to be alright. Will we be able to get back? These caves are intertwined like an ant farm. Oh, and Sephiroth, one person seems to be missing. May sound cruel, but we've no time to search for him. We can't go back, so we must go on. Travel together from here. I mean, what's the rush? I mean, isn't the motto, leave no man behind, or something? I mean, apparently not theirs. What's this? Mysteriously colored cave. Must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here. Makes sense. And what's this? Sorry, I had to respond to a message. Mako Fountain, it's a miracle of nature. It's so beautiful. If the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic? You were in Soldier and didn't even know that? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic, or so they say. Magic, a mysterious power. She's like, aye aye aye. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use unscientific terms like mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. Still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Hojo of Shinra Inc., an inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako fountain, so this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. There it is. We finally made it. We sure took the long way, though. Tifa, you wait here. Going inside, too. I want to see. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. But, take care of the lady. I mean, he does make a good point. She wouldn't want to see what's in there anyways. Man. Better take real good care of me then. Who needs a ladder when you can just climb down chains? Makes a lot of sense. This is Genova, right? It won't open. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. I mean, you were already over there. You could have done it. Why did it break? Now I see, Hojo. Doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy. That is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Becomes materia. Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Let's just look at this nightmare fuel here. What is that? Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. They're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a far higher degree of Mako than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly, and it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Normal members of Soldier? You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth. No. Was I? Was I created this way too? Dude, don't be running around with that sword. Am I the same as all these monsters? You saw it. All of them were humans. Human? No way. Ever since I was small, I've felt that I was different from the others. Special in some way. But not like this. Pretty messed up. Am I human? I didn't really understand what Sephiroth meant then. I was even more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters. Damn, Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate them. Who would have ever thought the Mako reactor held such a secret? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett? Why are you talking to me? Go ahead and let's keep it moving. We're gonna put all of this in one episode. Poking his damn nose in where it don't belong, Cloud. Why don't you finish that story? Tifa, were you waiting outside then? Yes. We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. Villagers used to call it the Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. He's like, y'all, don't worry about it. Stay out here. I'll figure out what's going on with him. I'll go in this super creepy mansion. There's no sign of Sephiroth, but I know I saw him go into this room. Well, buddy, not a whole lot to check out here, so maybe, you know, check the wall next time. Having skulls and bones down here is never a good sign. An apparently dead organism was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gas named that organism Genova. X year, X month, X day, Genova confirmed to be an ancient. Genova project approved. The use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. That's just a coincidence? Professor Gas, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? Probably gonna say, leave me be. Be gone, fool. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. It's a lot of books to read. He continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. You know something's up when that music starts playing. Sephiroth seems different. Not a good sign. Ha ha ha. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? You ignorant traitor. I tell you, this planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, and then move on. At the end of their hard, long journey, it was said they would find the Promised Land and supreme happiness. But those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to multiply. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? Don't you see? An ancient named Jenova was found in the 2,000-year-old geological stratum, the Jenova Project. Jenova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients, or the Cetra. I am what was produced. Yes. Professor Gas, leader of the Jenova Project and genius scientist, produced me. How did he? Sephiroth? Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. Oh no. Well. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right? Our guard right here is gone. And wow. Hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Come over here and help me. I'll check this house. You check that one over there. Pretty crazy how up in flames this place got so fast. Terrible. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. And he's just mowing down people. That'll be interesting to see in the remake too. Which I think we were teased with this at one point. I don't keep up with the remake stuff. Just ready for it to come out. And back to the reactor. And no longer the happy-go-lucky reactor music. We now have just a ominous hum in the background, which of course is fitting for what's about to go down. Papa. Sephiroth? Did he do this to you? Sephiroth, soldier, Mako reactors, Shinra. I hate them all. As you should. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please, open this door. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? He just grabs that and then slashes her in the face. But you gotta wonder, if he killed a giant dragon in 2 hits, and he got 1 good hit on Tifa, probably like a level 0 Tifa, because I mean Cloud is what, level 1? She's gotta be level 0. She still survived. You promised that you'd come when I was in trouble. I think at this point, most people would just take her and leave, but, you know, that isn't how heroes are born. Always loved this little setup. In fact, one of my next tattoos, there is a very cool, by some artist, I don't know who it was, I just found the picture online, but it's very, very cool of this scene that I'm gonna get eventually. Mother, let's take the planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the promised land. Sephiroth. My family, my hometown. How could you do this to them? They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But they... those worthless creatures are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you. So don't worry. There's a real one. All their grotesque glory. What about my sadness, my family, friends, the sadness of having my hometown taken away from me? It's the same as your sadness. He's like, I don't give a crap. My sadness? What do I have to be sad about? I'm the chosen one. I've been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take the planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What should I be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. Dude, you have no chance. Like, literally 0% chance. That's the end of my story. Wait a damn minute, that's it? No more? I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official record states Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. Shinra Inc. owns the newspapers, so you can't rely on that. Want to know the truth. I want to know what happened. Challenge Sephiroth and live. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. A lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Jenova? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Someone carried it out later. It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth? Damn! None of this makes sense. I'm gone. And I'm leaving to thinking to you. And he just runs away. Yo, Cloud, let's get a move on. Yeah. About time to wrap this up. Yo, come on, let's go. Oh, brother. Cloud? How bad was I after Sephiroth stabbed me? Thought you were a goner. I was so sad. I, the ancients, Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth, and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Oh, Cloud, let me give you this. Yeah, you can change stuff. Basically, it's a phone. Alright, so let's equip our new gear. I forgot about this. He's gonna be in the back row, but actually may, because I don't think he has much materia to begin with. Need some more all magic. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that to Barrett. So he has his earth magic. Cloud has the healing magic, and Red 13. Let's go ahead and load him up on all this magic. Oh, and they also can use heal magic. That should be good. Okay. So, thank you for sticking with me through that. I know that was quite a bit. Very, very loaded content right there. But, in the next episode, we will get us a chocobo and cross the Midgar Zolom area to the Mithril Mines. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give it a like. Consider subscribing. It definitely helps us out. And I will be back with episode 11 soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.